I mean, it's been constant rain and heavy wind. I mean, you can feel it when the real gusts come in. You can feel it like pushing against the walls of in our home.
The National Weather Service says large portions of South Texas could be uninhabitable for weeks or even months.
It's August 12th, 2017. A low-pressure system emerges off the coast of Africa and starts traveling west. By August 17th, the system is now about 500 miles east of Barbados and has gained enough strength to become a tropical depression. It's named Harvey. On August 23rd, an official hurricane watch is issued for much of the Texas coast as communities begin to prepare for the worst. By August 24th, Harvey has gained enough strength to become a hurricane, hitting peak intensity as a Category 4 storm. With its designation as a hurricane, a warning is now in effect from Port Mansfield to Matagorda, Texas. Harvey finally reached the coast of Texas on August 26th, slamming into an area just east of Rockport, Texas, with wind speeds of 130 miles per hour. Once Harvey moved inland over Texas, the storm rapidly weakened as it didn't have the warm Gulf of Mexico waters to feed its intensity. Despite weakening, the devastation was only just beginning.
Hi, Shannon and Robert. Well, all you need is one quick look around. Let's give it to you to show just how much this situation has intensified. The wind has picked up, the rain is torrential, and as folks shelter in place, there is no shortage of worry tonight.
With its weakening disorganized form, Harvey stalled out. The storm continued to dump water on the Texas coast, most notably in the Houston area, for a number of days. Harvey eventually continued to move more inland after several days of record-breaking nonstop rain. In its wake, Harvey left a path of devastation that made it one of the worst hurricanes to hit the United States of all time. It's truly hard to understand the scope of Hurricane Harvey without having experienced it. Although some storms have had stronger than it with higher wind speeds and bigger storm surge, Harvey was truly a monster. It was quite literally a perfect storm, almost designed to drop as much water as it could on flood-prone areas of Texas. The storm dropped a record 60.58 inches of water in Netherlands, Texas, an area west of Houston. The impact when measured by the numbers of lives lost, homes destroyed, and water rescued is truly staggering. All in all, 336,000 people were left without electricity. It has been estimated that 13,000 people were rescued after floodwaters trapped them in their homes and other areas of shelters of last resort. 103 people died from storm-related incidents. It's incredible that number wasn't even higher. The Houston metro area in particular was devastated by the massive amount of rainwater. In the immediate metropolitan area, 30 inches of rain fell. Pearland, a suburb of Houston, had 10 inches of rain fall in 90 minutes. In order to prevent major breaches of water control systems, officials began controlled releases of floodwater from the Lake Conroe Dam just north of Houston, and the release of water directly into the Buffalo Bayou right near downtown Houston. With these controlled releases, and without them, there would have been a potential for levee breaches and massive additional flooding to neighborhoods already being overwhelmed by the rainwater. From the disaster came the Resiliency of Texas and its surrounding areas. The Cajun Navy, an informal organization of boat owners from Louisiana, assisted with the water rescues and ferrying trapped residents to safety. J.J. Watt of the Houston Texans NFL team raised a staggering $37 million for recovery efforts. He was eventually named the NFL Man of the Year.
Traded over here because of the Sanchez success. Here's a ground ball right side, could do it. The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
The MLB's Houston Astros would take on the mantra of Houston Strong along with much of the city. The team gave Houston residents something to be proud of when a little over 2 months after the storm, they won the 2017 World Series. In the end, Harvey tied Hurricane Katrina as the costliest U.S. Atlantic hurricane ever. The storm changed all of Texas forever, with Houston in particular facing a growing reality that flooding will be an ever-growing issue due to the continued increase in global warming. Although Harvey took lives, cars, homes, it didn't take the spirit of the people of Texas. With that, Hurricane Harvey joins our archive of everything. It's truly heartbreaking to see the sheer level of destruction of a storm like this can cause, but it's also inspiring to see the good in humanity when such a disaster strikes. If you have an idea for a future Archive of Everything video, leave it in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future content, and as always, this is Matt from the Archive of Everything, and I'll see you all real soon.